Hey guys, welcome into another video. I'm FranklinTurtz. You know, I've been seeing a lot of Smash or Pass videos going around on the interwebs, and I figured it was high time that I would throw my hat in the ring. But I'd be putting my own spin on things. I'm going to be exploring For Honor, which is the main game that I make content on both here on YouTube and on Twitch, if you want to go check that out, as well as all my social medias. It's definitely my favorite game and has been for some time now, and I think I want to explore who I would like to see actually storm my battlefield. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright. Starting out here, we got the Warden, the pinnacle of knights. When you think of knights, I feel like when you think of knights, this is what you think of. Like, this is the epitome of what a knight would seem like, in my mind at least. I feel like this is going to be a definite smash. They seem to be very chivalrous, so I feel like when we'd be hanging out in bed doing some stuff and some things, that they'd care as much about your needs as we would care about their needs. You know what I mean? They just seem very chivalrous, they seem very courteous, and they seem like they'll get the job done. So definite smash from me. Ooh! Warmonger? Warmommy? Sorry, Warmommy? But, Warmommy? Sorry, Warmommy. It's gonna be a smash for me. I mean, come on, it's Warmonger, it's Warmother, Warmadre. She gives off really good Dom vibes, really good Dom energy, and I like a girl that can take charge. Okay, Gladiator. This is gonna be, I think, my first pass, and the reason being is that I feel like with gladiators, they're very into showmanship, they're very showboaty, and I don't necessarily like somebody. I like someone who's confident, but I don't like someone who's very show-offy, you know, very like, hey, look at me, you know, all about themselves kind of thing. I like someone who's maybe a little bit more reserved, so it's gonna be a hesitant pass from me. They do have really nice abs, though. So, also, I wasn't really a big fan of the Aquaman movie, and that tried giving me some Aquaman vibes, so Jason Momoa is pretty hot, though. A definite smash for Jason Momoa. Okay, Peacekeeper. We're gonna go with... You know, I feel like a lot of people would say smash for Peacekeeper. She is a cutie. She's smaller. She's a little petite, so she's got that going for her. And she knows how to handle more than one weapon at the same time. But she reminds me too much of a middle school girl that used to bully me a lot of the time, back when I was a kid, you know, in middle school. So for that reason, I'm gonna have to pass on Peacekeeper. We're passing on Peacekeeper, guys. I'm sorry. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but daggers will truly hurt me. Emotional damage! Conqueror. I feel like this is gonna be another pass, actually. And the reason is that I feel like a Conqueror would be too slow for me. You know what I mean? I'm obviously not fast. I'm a turtle myself. I'm literally your favorite internet turtle. But I feel like they'd be the type of person that just kind of sits there, isn't really able to plan things ahead of time, kind of just like accepts what happens, you know what I mean? Like, doesn't really make an initiative, so to speak. They don't take enough charge. The whips and chains do not excite me. Black Prior. Alright, Black Prior. BP. Gonna be a smash. I really like flapjacks.
Hi,
Black Prior
here for the
Ad Profundis!
The fast, easy, spatula-free way to make picture-perfect pancakes every time. Watch. Just pour in your favorite batter, close the handle, and flip it. Presto! 4 golden brown pancakes with no mess and no added fat.
Alright. Scent baby. Bit of a bully with the punching and the kicks. Likes to get a little physical. We like that, I guess. A little, not the bully aspect, but we like the fact that they know how to get a little physical, a little rough if they need be. Gonna be a smash. They could pounce on me all night long, honestly. Okay. Who do we have next? Oh my god! Smash a million times over. You can bring the law to me as much as you want, Lawbringer. Okay. Composure. Next up is Griffin. We're gonna say Smash. The reason why I'm saying Smash is because he, like, in his canonical lore, he adventured all over the place, and he learned a whole bunch of different moves from a bunch of different factions. So I feel like that could bring some spice to the sex life, some spice to the bed, you know what I mean? I feel like he'll always come with some sort of surprise that I necessarily was not ready for. Alright, starting with the Vikings now, with Raider. Let's break this down a little bit. So they got the biceps, which is awesome to see. It's cool that they work out. You know, health is important for sure. They know how to handle a large weapon in the axe that they have, the big two-handed axe. And looks like they're always down to bone. So we're gonna go with a Smash here. See you in Valhalla, BB. Okay, Shaman. Why I'm having such a tough time with Shaman is the bite that she does. She gets very aggressive. Like, I don't mind neck nibbles. They're very cute, very hot. But she goes a little more than the neck nibbles. It's more so like taking a chunk of your neck meat and swallowing it whole. We're gonna go a tentative Smash, but I want to make sure that wherever we smash, that there's a hospital nearby and an ambulance on standby. Alright, smash or pass on Berserker. I think this is going to be a pretty quick pass. And the reason why it's such a fast pass... fast pass, I miss Disney. But the reason why it's such a quick pass on Berserker is that I feel like they always have a lot of energy on the battlefield. And they don't really know when to stop, you know what I mean? They just keep swinging and swinging and feigning and swinging and hyper-armoring and hurting people and deflecting and swinging and doing damage. It's a lot, and I feel like they wouldn't know when to quit. They wouldn't know what a safe word is. You'd tell them, like, you know, slow down, let's build up a little more tension. They'd be like, no, and they just keep going at a rapid pace, and I don't really like when people don't listen. You gotta make sure that you're considerate when you're considering smashing or passing. They also remind me of an angry chihuahua, and I don't really want to picture any type of dog when I'm smashing, so that's gonna be a pass, definite pass. Warlord, the Lord of War. I'm not even gonna beat around the bush here. Definite smash. Reason being is he really knows how to give good head. Jormungandr. Smash. You could smash me as much as you want, Yormi. You always go for the nuts, you know, and I like a person who knows where the jewels are. Islander! Smash, 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 smash. Do you see these thighs? Do you see how big his sword is? Take me, just take me now. I'm ready. Valky, this is gonna be a smash. She's always horny, you know? She's always down to clown around, and I like that. I'm down for that. Alright, on to the samurai here. Kensei. Starting off with Kensei, obviously. We're gonna go smash on Kensei. They're very adaptable. You know, when you play Kensei, you can tell they're very adaptable. They have a lot in their kit that they can use. A lot of different moves that are available to them. They're also very dedicated, and I like a person that's dedicated. Shinobi next. We're gonna say... I'm gonna go with pass on Shinobi. The reason why I'm going pass is I feel like all of us back in the day, or at least a large percentage of us, would do the Naruto run. You know what I'm talking about. This thing, this run, this movement that I'm doing right now. I feel like a lot of us did that back in the day, and I feel like with Shinobi, they didn't really ever grow out of it, and I like someone who's maybe a little more grown up, you know? I mean, I'm down to have a little bit of your childlike innocence left, but I feel like Shinobi kind of retains it a little too much, if that makes any sense. Okay, Orochi. This one's gonna be a little bit tricky, and I feel like the more of these I do, the trickier it's gonna get. On the plus side, I feel like if I smash with Orochi, it could be really fun because it kind of be like a roleplay sort of thing where I can imagine them as Clint Barton, as Ronan from Avengers, basically. On the negative side, every time I think of the word Orochi, every time I think of their identifier, their name, all I could think about is a roach. And roaches are not exactly sexy. I mean, if you could find me a sexy roach online, you know, drop it in the comments, but so we'll go past for now, but maybe later down the road we'll change that at some point. Shigoki. Ah, Big Daddy Gok.
I like 'em big. I like 'em chunky. I like 'em big.
Smash. But like literally just squish me right now, please. Hitokiri's gonna be another iffy one that I really gotta think about. Cause like on one end, you know, ASMR could be cool, could be kinda sexy, I guess, and they whisper a lot, but on the other end of the spectrum, they whisper a lot. And it could get kinda creepy. Like imagine being with them, imagine smashing a Hitokiri, getting down and dirty with a Hitokiri, and all you hear for hours upon hours is I feel it could be getting to be a little too much, so we're gonna go pass for the safety of our ears. Alright, now Aramusha. Weird fashion. I'm not a big fan of the hat. Out of everybody, I'm not the biggest fan of the hat, personally. However, any guy that can handle 2 swords at once is a hero to me. So we're gonna go smash. No Bushi, no Bushi. Uwu, she's cute. Yes, please. Much smash. Moving on. Kyoshin. Smash. Nusha, she is cute, don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna pass on Nusha because she stole my coat hangers, and I never forgave her. JJ, Jangjun, very well groomed, he maintains a very luxurious beard, but I think he's a little too old for me, so for that reason, I'm gonna go pass on Granddaddy JJ here. Little too much of an age gap, I think. Shaolin up to bat. He knows how to work a really long wooden shaft. Smash. Zanhu. Zanhu plays with fire. And I don't want to get burned. Pass. Very quick pass. Last but not least, Pirate Mother, the matron of moisture. She could plunder my booty as long as she wants, as much as she wants, and I will not have a word to say otherwise. Smash. So just to summarize, had a fun time. We, as you could see, would smash 2/3 of the entire cast of For Honor, and I'm extremely thirsty.